Hello everyone and welcome to my first Streets of New Capenna video. So today we are going to be taking a look at a historic deck which was promised from the recent community poll. So we're going to be doing just that and going to be moving on to new format Explorer and Standard in the next videos. As for this video, you might have already guessed that from the last video that this was going to be another vampire deck featuring the new card Lord Xander. So let's take a closer look at the deck I pieced together. So this is the deck we're going to be playing today. It's a little bit different from the list that I came up in my last video. But for those that don't know what Lord Xander does, it is a legendary vampire. It costs a bit much, but with the help of Sorin, letting you -3 for Lord Xander onto the battlefield on turn 3, you can get this out pretty early. And once it comes to the battlefield, target opponent discards half the cards in their hand, and when it attacks, you mill half their library, and then when it dies, your opponent has to sacrifice half the non-land permanents they control, and they're all rounded down. So it's a pretty powerful card if you can get it out early, but the problem is that if you don't have Sorin, Lord Xander is just going to sit in your hand forever until the game is over, which case you probably lost. You could technically aggressively mulligan for Sorin, but in that case, I don't think the deck will perform too well if you mulligan too much. And you might have realized there is actually no Knight of the Ebon Legion, which is an incredible card in a vampire's deck. And the reason why we're not playing Knight of the Ebon Legion, 1, I couldn't find the room for it, and 2, because we're playing Lord Xander, I wanted the deck to be a little bit more mid-rangey. So in a case where we don't have Sorin down on turn 3, we do have to eventually stall out for playing high-cost cards, so that's another reason why we don't have Knight of the Ebon Legion in the deck. And another card that isn't in the deck is Cordial Vampire. Where is Cordial Vampire? And it's kind of like a consequence of not having Knight of Ebon Legion in the deck, because if you don't have too many low-cost vampires in the deck, Cordial Vampire does become worse. So instead of having Cordial Vampire and Knight of the Ebon Legion in the deck, it was replaced by more mid-range cards like Gifted Aetherborn, City Stalker Connoisseur, and some copies of Lord Xander. And another reason why those cards were replaced for things like City Stalker Connoisseur is because of Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So from the last video, I've already tested how powerful Fable of the Mirror Breaker is in a vampire shell. So in this deck, you can copy Dust Season Zealot to draw a card, Bloodtide Harvester to make a removal spell, and Champion of Dusk to draw a bunch of cards, and with the addition of City Stalker Connoisseur, now you get to put a stop on their opponent's upkeep and use a Kiki-Jiki to copy City Stalker Connoisseur to make them discard whatever they drew this turn. Considering this is a vampire, even going Sorin into -3 City Stalker Connoisseur, I think it's going to be pretty powerful. So now, thanks to Fable of the Mirror Breaker being in the deck, your 3 mana is looking quite scary because now you have Sorin and then you got Fable of the Mirror Breaker as well. So all of a sudden your turn 3 is going to be looking quite scary. But that's all for the main board. So let's talk about the sideboard. So sideboard is going to be a little bit weird because, I mean, we just got a bunch of cards injected into Magic Arena. So it is historic, so metagame isn't going to change too much. Expect a little bit of a change, so this sideboard isn't going to be perfect. So we got 4th copy of Fatal Push in the sideboard, and then we got 4th copy of Thoughtseize in the sideboard as well. Then you got 2 copies of Relic of Progenitus as our graveyard hate. Then you got 1 copy of Go Blink for control decks, and 2 copies of Crippling Fear for a non-vampire board wipe. And then we got 2 copies of Doomblade for decks against non-black creatures, mostly against Phoenix decks. And then you got 1 copy of a Braid just for an efficient artifact / creature removal. Then you got 2 copies of Hidetsugu Consumes All for sacrifice matchups. Then you got 2 copies of Shatterstorm for Azorius Affinity matchups. Lastly, we got 1 copy of Immerstorm Predator, creature matchups, and Phoenix matchups. And lastly, as for the best out of 1 version, now I don't really recommend playing this in best out of 1. I don't know how it's going to fare, and that's because mid-rangey decks don't really do too well in best out of 1, and that's because mid-range decks don't really end the game too fast. So against combo decks, you might be a little bit too slow to finish them off before they combo off, or if you're against something like elves, you're not going to be able to keep up with their creature count. But if you really want to play this in best out of 1, this is what I suggest. So instead of full copies of Dust Season Zealot and Fable of the Mirror Breaker, we now see 2 copies of Callous Bloodmage. And the reason for Callous Blood Mage is the fact that this is a vampire that can exile target player's graveyard. And at the same time, this is an enter the battle effect, so you can also copy Callous Blood Mage to draw you a bunch of cards with the help of Kiki-Jiki, so that's also very nice. And we also see that we have full copies of Thoughtseize and Fatal Push as well. And we also have one more copy of Lord Xander, and that's because it's best out of one. You want to do the most degenerate thing as soon as possible, and how do you do that? You add more copies of Lord Xander so that Soren can -3 for Lord Xander consistently. But that's all for now. I'm gonna be jumping on to best out of one ranked queue to test out best out of one version, and then we're gonna be heading on to best out of 3 to test out the best out of 3 version as well. So if you guys are curious about the performance of the deck, stay tuned. Otherwise, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye. I know this is a really good hand, but I'm just trying to look for Lord Xander and Soren. Okay, we found one piece of the combo. Okay, let's try that. Thoughtseize. So what they got? Narcomoeba. Got some memer. Got some memer here. Yeah, Blood Tide Harvester. Let's go. Wow. The Grizzly Salvage. Can I see what they have? No, I can. Okay, I wonder if they're playing Phoenix as well. Oh, we got the combo! Soren minus Lord Xander. Is this good enough to win the game against somebody that plays Narcomoeba and Creeping Chills? Wait, how come I don't have Banks? You know, I did get the Lord Xander down, but it doesn't feel like I won the game. But if they say it's good game, but... Polygon's command. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm gonna attack. Mill half their library. Wait, I'm gonna die because of these Gripping Chills. Wait, this is actually... Wait, their deck actually counters me. Wait a minute. Their deck straight up counters me. So it's actually good to see something like this, because like in a best out of one format where you're gonna see a lot of decks like this, like you're gonna see Reanimators, you're gonna see some Phoenix decks as well, even though Phoenix decks aren't like entirely popular in best out of one format, but you're gonna see some Reanimators, right? You're also gonna see some decks that play Mythic's Mastery, so maybe this card is a meme. Maybe this card is a meme. Well, at least in best out of one where people play a lot of graveyard shenanigans. So this is very eye-opening. Definitely eye-opening. Also, I gotta get rid of these. Ow. I'm actually just going to lose. I'm actually just going to lose. Wait, their deck is actually just prepared for me. Yeah, it's a good thing that Creeping Chill actually exiles. Because if it doesn't, I would have lost. Why are they playing Loaming Shaman? I'm actually just going to die. I'm actually just dead. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have the combo. We have the combo. Let's see how this fares this time. Chip up wings. Etherborn. Going second against deck is a little bit tough though. Because even if you get a lower Xander down, like who cares, right? Like it's just going to die. Soren's gonna die. And they have blockers for Lord Xander. Yeah, this is really tough. I don't think Lord Xander's that great. If these angel decks are popular, this card is just not playable. As you can see here. They have too much, like... Their board's just too strong. Like, this doesn't do anything. It's just, they discard one card, right? Who cares, right? Hey, look at this. Like, their 3-drop popped out a 6/6. So, you know. Not much to say, right? You can tell that this deck is very underpowered. We have the combo. Really bad mana base though. Oh, I should have played this first. What am I doing? What am I doing? It doesn't matter. Oh, are we playing against Phoenix deck? It might be still good to get it out. They have 6 cards. Oh no, they went first, so they get to just play out their entire hand. Wow, they got so lucky. Double Arclight Phoenixes? Okay, well... whatever you say. Should I still play Lord Xander out? Since I have another... might be good to reduce their hand size before I start killing their Arclight Phoenixes. Let's try getting Lord Xander out. It's still a 6/6, discard 2, which isn't too bad. This would be a 3/3 and discard 1, right? Like, it's not the worst. Then we can Sorin kill the Phoenix next turn with a plus. They're gonna kill after playing the Dragon Rage Channeler? I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, that's... it wasn't so bad. It was okay. It was actually not bad.
Defeating you will not bring pleasure. No pain. The blood.
I mean, we're still not in a good position, so there is that. They didn't top that, really? We might actually have this. Like, I kid you not. We might actually have this. I think we need to still kill this, though. Okay, that's impressive. How are we in this game? So, I mean... okay. Passing a turn is really good sign. I like that. I like that a lot. Question is... what do we do now? I think I actually like... okay. There's a part of me, I want to Hive, exile their Phoenix. But... okay, I'm gonna do it. Well, that's kind of awkward. Should I lure Xander now? Because I thought they had a removal spell, so if they want to kill the Hive, then they don't kill Sorin. So I didn't want to like... So that's why I didn't plus on the Hive to get lifelink. Okay, well, let's minus Xander out.
Welcome.
Discard a card. I can't believe we won a double Phoenix start on turn 3. Like, my god. Okay. Lord Xander goes out because it's bad in Phoenix matchups. We don't want to discard... I mean... Yeah, we probably don't want to discard a bunch of cards in their hand so that they can bin their Phoenixes onto the graveyard. We're just gonna bring all the exile cards. Hidatsugu seems good. Relic seems good. We want 2 copies of Doomblade. We don't want Thoughtseizes. A Braid or Fatal Push? A Braid or Fatal Push? Go Blank seems actually not bad. Fatal Push. Actually, let's do this. Okay. We'll try keeping it. First of all, I don't think it's that good. Okay, it became good because we drew Duskleys and Zealot, but if we didn't, I think it would have been a bad one. Bad choice to keep this hand. Because it's 3 manas do nothing. So we don't need blue mana anymore, so... I'm gonna go with this. So next turn we play Hidatsugu. Kill the Dragon Rage Channeler. Awesome. Wait, why do they... Okay. I've seen this happen multiple times, but this is not the first time my opponent brought Soulguy Lantern against my Vampire deck. I don't know why. Why do they think I play with Graveyard at all? That's so weird. Will my opponent have turn 3 Phoenixes yet again? Let's find out. Let's find out. I would be upset. Okay, there we go. Thank God. Thank goodness. So we'll play Hidatsugu. Kill the Dragon Rage Channeler. Attack. Rackling Drake. That is fine because we have the Predator. Pass the turn. Block. Eat this. Double Unholy Heat. Okay. Sure. Definitely a problem. I mean, I don't know how we're gonna kill that. We need Fatal Push, huh? We do need a Fatal Push. So 10... Yeah, that's a problem. That is a problem. 7, 10. I don't think I can even shock myself here. $13 damage. So Doomblade on a card. Sorin plus... This is not gonna work. A maximum takes 6 damage next turn. So Doomblade, attack. I have 6 mana. Play Sorin, lifelink this. I go to 4. Then I'd have 4 mana total. Then play Bloodtithe Harvester. Oh, I don't see a way out. So attack with this, I have 3 mana. We're living with 1 life.
If you threaten Innistrad, I will take it personally. Make yourself useful.
We're at 1. Please. Oh my god.
Do not defy aristocracy.
Do we have this? Do we actually have this?
Blood calls to your soul.
Okay, we go to 6 life. Play another Sorin. Kill the Phoenix. We're suddenly at 9 life. Oh, that's a good card. Okay. We have a game here. Discard the Faithless Looting. Which is kind of weird, actually, because if you had Faithless Looting, you have a better chance of having 3 spells to cast. Since it's gonna be only 1 mana. Unless you just get another expressive iteration off the top. Phoenix. This is scary actually. We might actually lose this game. We might actually lose this game here. Or not. They attack my face. Okay. How much damage do we have? 8? But actually, what happens? Okay, I'm actually very, very curious. If you reflection the vessel, does it become a consume?
Our fiends thirst for life.
Okay, I'm dumb. No, I misplayed. Yeah, I'm doubling down on my mistake now. I was supposed to reflection of Kiki-Jiki before playing the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. But now that I played it like this... Oh, I'm dead no matter what. Because they have triple phoenixes. Oh, that sucks. That's what feels bad, man. Oh, that sucks. We almost won this game. Yeah. Not much you can do here. Not an amazing hand, but it's not terrible either. So I'm gonna keep it. Maybe I should have played the Gifted Etherborn there, so that it doesn't die to deal 2 damage spells. Yeah, I probably should have. Oh. That's a card. I didn't want to play Gifted Etherborn because I would need 1 more mana to exile all the graveyard. They're playing black. Exile. Okay, hard casting Phoenix. Sure. I need some removal spells though. Where are they? Where are they? I don't think I can not play that. I need to like... Okay, another hard cast Phoenix, sure. Attack. We just need to get rid of these Phoenixes, then we're gonna be able to like... Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. So let's do this.
I have not survived millennia to stand down now. Make yourself.
Do that. Then we're going to attack with you. Expressive iteration, sure. Unfortunately, we do have to relic here. Consider, sure. You know, thinking about it, maybe Xander isn't too bad in Phoenix matchups, because if you have Relic, then you can just... 1, 2... Didn't they Expressive Iteration first? The combat hasn't happened yet. So let's exile the graveyard. Stormwing Entity, sure. Let's see. What's like the ideal play here? I can't actually kill... You know what? This is what I'm gonna do.
Your lifeblood is sweeter than wine.
Let's do that. Attack with this. Able. Blood-type Harvester. Dragon Ray Channeler, sure. Wow. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. They're gonna get another Phoenix out here. I do need some removal spells though. I do need some removal spells. Looks like I'm just going to get hit for 1,000,000 damage. Yeah, it looks like it. Nine damage. This is rough. I need some removal spells. I think we need to get rid of that. Okay, Fatal Push. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we gotta aggro in. Creature, instant, land. Let's get rid of the source. Six, 7. So if I shock this in, what happens? I go to 11, 6, 7, 9. So they can kill me with their 2 damage spell if I play this. Crackling Drake. So let's see. They can perfectly block now. Okay, so we do need to find the removal spell for that, huh? Otherwise we lose the game. Well, that's not it. That is not it either. Man, close game. Close game, but